Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. I'm at a total loss on what to do. Advice. I usually don't like sharing my problems with strangers, but I think I need advice that only this community can provide. This happened recently to me, so it's still fresh and I'm going through a roller coaster of emotions. To start, I've, 32M, have been with my partner 32F for 6.5 years. I've planned to marry and have kids with her, but life since the pandemic has put a lot of financial pressure on us that makes those things less than ideal until we can shore up our finances. She got fired 2 years ago, which led to her depressed state, which I tried my hardest to support and help her find a new job. Just recently, after getting fired a couple times, she managed to land a good job which I helped her get. I'm super proud of her. Last month, at the beginning of February, she got into a car wreck which puts us into another situation of a downward spiral. She totaled it, but I assure her we have good insurance, but we had to wait a month for a car to come in. We couldn't get one sooner. I changed my schedule to night shift so I can drive her to work, but I couldn't drive her home. She starts at 3:30 p.m. 12 a.m. and I work from 6 p.m. to 4 a.m. So unfortunately I had to wait at my job 4 hours after dropping her off, but really no big deal for the support it provides for her. She would rely on several people to drive her home, otherwise she would have to wait for me. This is where things get dicey for me. For the past month, one of the several people that helped her with the ride, she also hung out after work. She told me they went to a bar and have some drinks and talked about work. But really she was going to his place. I had no idea until last Friday after she got off. She went to her friend's house for some drinks. A little bothered, but I didn't want to act controlling. She said she would only be a couple of hours, but it turned into 6 hours trying to contact her. She finally got back to me and told me she got drunk and passed out because she was tired. I was super pissed off because she put herself in a very questionable situation. She assured me nothing happened and they were just friends. Well, a week goes by and I've been wanting to get closer to her cause something felt off about our closeness, but she just seemed not interested. So after work, she's home asleep and I did a really immature thing. I look through her phone. And sure enough, she's talking about very explicit details about when they hooked up, and she sent him the same pictures that she had sent me that same night. And she has been telling this guy that she lives alone. So he has no idea who I am. My heart was shattered. This is the love of my life. I wake her up instantly and begin to ask, how could you do this? And she still tried to say I was misunderstanding things. Eventually she came clean. She said she was dealing with emotional trauma from being raped when she was younger by her family, and having sex with me brought that up. She has been feeling disinterested in sex for a bit, but I have been trying everything to make her comfortable, but she never shared it was because of her past. However, I knew about her past from when we started dating, but it was never an issue. She said the sex with this guy was with toys and she wanted to be abused and shocked, and she didn't want me to do that with her. I'm completely destroyed. I love this woman to the ends of the earth, but I feel so betrayed and broken. I honestly don't know what to do. Just yesterday we went to Disney Springs to talk about everything more in depth because I wanted to understand her more. I don't want to disrespect her in any way and try to be understanding. We have been together for so long that I find fighting and being irrational wrong, even if I'm broken about this situation. I know I don't deserve this, but I truly believe her to be a good person and I feel like she doesn't deserve this situation either. But she caused it. I feel like my love for her is blinding me to the pain she inflicted to the relationship and me. And I'm having a hard time trusting her after this. We did have a good time at Disney Springs, and I still feel like she loves me, but I don't know if it's right. I don't know how to navigate unraveling our lives or even begin to work on things. As of now she is still talking to this other guy because I guess she cares about how she misled him and wants to set things right. Our lease is up in May and we have to live with each other till then cause we have nowhere else to go. Thank you for reading this long wall of text and letting me vent. I'm super confused about the direction of my new reality and my feelings because all I want is the best for her and she's the only person in this world that I could count on for comfort, but I don't have that anymore. I'm all alone. You didn't do any mature thing. She shouldn't have been hiding anything. This is on her, man, not you. Not one tiny bit on you. I don't understand this thing where everyone is so against looking into their partner's phone. Once you become a couple, no secrets after a certain amount of time, and certainly if you find something it's all good. I do think that everyone needs some privacy. To me, it's like when you are a couple but you don't want to spend 24/7 together, you need some time to be alone too, kinda like that. We all need to have some privacy. It doesn't have to be because I want to hide my porn preferences, just that I'd feel like I was being controlled, for lack of a better term, if my phone has been checked regularly. Having each other's passwords is given, but checking it all the time is not. That being said, I don't understand why people think that it's wrong to check their partner's phone if they suspect something. If I have a suspicion that something is going on, and that my past/present/future is being imploded/altered/changed without my knowledge/approval, of course I'm going to check it out. This is my life we're talking about and I'm not going to sit idly and do nothing about it. My ex accused me that I invaded his privacy by checking his phone, lol. So I told him, just like you invaded my privacy when you stick your dick into someone else. So in my opinion, there should be a balance between giving your partner their freedom for privacy, unless there's a suspicion that my trust has been taken advantage of. Exactly. Amen. You are supposed to be one. Me and my spouse don't give a crap when it comes to phones. We use each other all the time. Same. If my so were to become protective of their phone, that would suss me out. I'd still like some privacy to be an individual, even when in a couple. The phone is very personal. True, but, respectfully, your wife, GF or committed partner banging another man is very personal, too. Op made it quite clear he didn't like checking her phone. It turns out he was justified emo. There should be no secrets in a relationship. If you have nothing to hide, there is no reason to hide things from your life partner. Cell phones are always a tool cheaters use to facilitate their infidelity. Refusal to look in someone's phone for evidence of what is going on in your relationship, if you have reason to believe something is up, isn't noble. It's foolish, and it makes you complicit in your own betrayal. Sometimes you have to look out for yourself. Your cheating partner certainly isn't looking out for you. A person who is lying and being unfaithful to their partner deserves neither secrecy nor privacy. Looking through a phone is always fair game in that situation. For me it's simple. When you're a couple and share the same bed with and are sexually intimate, and living together at that, there is no privacy. It goes for me as well as for the so. If you feel suspicious about anything, you have the right to look at my phone and I have the same right. Why would you have a private life when we are in a serious relationship? If you want a private life, go live somewhere else as a single person. I'm not about the BS. I have nothing to hide, but if I found my partner looking through my phone, it would tell me they didn't trust me. Not being trusted while doing nothing to warrant distrust is really hurtful to a relationship and may have you wondering whether your partner may be untrustworthy and projecting it onto you. I was often accused of cheating or flirting by my cheating ex. It was maddening and hurtful at the time and ruined a few vacations. Then it was like this mixture of relief, anger, and just plain flabbergasted by the audacity of it when D-Day happened. But yeah, in this situation I would be an understanding partner with all that has been going on. See if you get a checked her phone, you to find out about it a lot sooner. I think you're confusing secrecy with privacy. One is actively hiding information from your partner, the other is being able to have boundaries and to live your life without the threat of constant observation. Privacy is healthy and helps build trust. If the trust is so far gone I have to comb through my partner's phone every time I get a suspicion, there is no trust there and that relationship is unhealthy, and for me, it's over. I've never seen a healthy relationship that includes complete access to someone else's phone and social media. From friends that have said arraignment, they have no trust between each other. They constantly assume the other has just gotten better at hiding their misdeeds. They're miserable despite only being together for a few years. My own experience was my ex-wife constantly going through our cell phone records, and every number she didn't recognize was an accusation of cheating, despite my cell phone doubling as my work phone, and part of my job was to occasionally reach out to new clients. The constant distrust wore on me for years, and only made it worse when she was the one having affairs. My ex used the idea of needing to be completely open with your partner and no secrets to financially and emotionally manipulate me. That's not even thinking about breakups that have gone bad and one person decides to make the other's life hell thanks to having all their passwords. My rule is that if it's gotten to a place where I can't trust my partner and I can't have open communication about what they're doing that is causing that, it's just time to walk away. That relationship isn't healthy, and either you're going to find evidence or the lack of evidence is just going to make you more suspicious. I get the urge. Hell, I give in to it. But I also regret it because it allowed for trickle-truthing, and I refuse to let my past destroy future relationships by constantly reminding my partner I don't trust them. Exactly my perspective on it. I don't condemn anyone for looking through their SOS phone once and finding something, like up. But there are also cases of it being used unjustly, when there hasn't been a reason to suspect anything wrong is being done, and I've had abusive exes try to use that same thing to go through my stuff constantly. Trying to be sneaky, but not closing the apps they opened, accusing constantly, and I never did anything wrong. Come to find out, they were. So I also think there's a line between privacy and secrecy. If my so wanted to look through my phone, I'd let him. I'd be devastated at the lack of trust though, and that would cause a wound and a tension in the relationship that needn't have been there in the first place. I'd wonder why he didn't trust me, when I've done nothing wrong. I have no desire to look through his phone, or try to see who texted him, and he's given me no reason to think anything is wrong. When it becomes a frequent thing, there's a whole other problem, and it's usually projection, in my experience. Exactly, looking through someone's phone is not a crime, just like infidelity is not a crime. I don't get why so many people are so hung up on this. So she has been feeling so disinterested in sex that she goes to this coworker's house again and again only to have sex with him? Come on, you know better. No matter what happened in her past, she knew exactly what she did there, knew that if you find out that it could destroy your relationship, but cheating on you was more important to her. She lied to you for weeks, and most importantly, she never wanted to end it, wanted to continue cheating on you because she enjoyed every second of it. Get tested for STDs and then distance yourself from her as much as you can so that you can process that all on your own. Once again, keep in mind that she never wanted to end it, that she wanted to continue cheating on you and lying to you. That should tell you all you need to know. She had many options, even with her past. She could have went to therapy, could have talked to you. But she made a decision to cheat on you because that is what she wanted. This is a great comment. Spot on. As always, spot on. I completely agree with this. She is a liar and a cheater. There is no justification for cheating. Emo, leave her and move on. If she was remorseful, she would have cut contacts with her AP immediately after the D-Day. She did not. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Don't be foolish to give her another chance. Words do not count in this situation. What counts is her action. What has she done to win your trust back? Did you ask her if she wants to fix the relationship with you? Don't be so naive and allow her to keep her contact with her AP if you wish to fix your relationship with her. What a liar. She cheated because she cheated and she wants to blame it on something else. Also, don't be naive, she is not telling you any truths. Thank you all for your support and the hard truth. I know what I must do, and taking that first step is going to be very difficult, especially because we need to live with each other till May. I'm sorry that you're going through this. I'd like to recommend that you seek counseling to help you sort through your feelings about yourself and what you deserve from a partner. It seems like you may have a trauma and or betrayal bond with her, as it seems like the relationship has shifted to you saving her. She may need to speak to a rape counselor to sort through her trauma. I don't have any recommendations on the relationship, but do you want to live separately? Are you able to see yourself as being worthy of love from a loyal, respectful partner? You can fall in love with anyone, so even though she's the love of your life, there can be life after her. It seems like she may need to be single to work through her issues, but that shouldn't be at the cost of your happiness and peace of mind. You deserve to be loved and treated with respect and loyalty. That's possible. I wish you well. I have already laid out plans since this happened, and we talked to her yesterday about my expectations moving forward. I was honest with my feelings. I told her it hurts me when she texts him and it destroys me when she hangs out with him. I explained in order for our relationship to begin again, then she needs to sacrifice her friendship with this person that was started dishonestly. But she was not really perceptive of doing that, as she values that friendship. I know she has issues making new friends etc. because they always want something more, but it's not something I can take anymore. ATM, I just feel completely at a loss that this even happened. I still look at her in disbelief versus what I saw. I guess I did a good job building things up emotionally with her that I never realized what would happen if it came down. So bottom line, she values more her friendship with the dude that ducked her recently instead of her relationship with her partner of 6 years. She's too traumatized to have sex with you, but she's okay with ducking her coworker. And you are wondering how you can heal the relationship if she doesn't stop her friendship with this dude? There is no friendship. She's ducking that person and hiding you, op. She's not interested in fixing things with you because she is prioritizing some man that she's known for a couple of months. She's hiding you from him because she wants a relationship with him. Stop being a pushover. Break up. Continue to live in the same house until May, and be respectful, but stop being a fool. She can take her ass to work and back home herself. Separate assets, divide expenses 50-50, and each of you can buy your own groceries, no more favors. Stop wasting your time by catering to her needs. She's awful and taking advantage of you. You think you love her, but she's not who you fell in love with. Today she's a cheating You know there are millions of women out there. It's so freaking easy finding someone that can love you, respect you and value how you should be treated. Get some self-esteem and go find someone worthy of you. This is the reason I decided to post in the first place. Because I can see clearly in this situation. The outside perspectives are providing me with priceless insight, and I really appreciate the words you provided me, even if they are unbearable for me to read. Thank you. First of all, it's neither immature nor wrong to check your partner's phone if you have real reason to think something is up, which you did. The desire to not be controlling messes a lot of people up. You have a right to stand up and say something if you're uncomfortable with a situation like that. Not establishing boundaries sets you up to get cheated on. If someone cannot respect your boundaries, you need to walk away from them. Past trauma does not excuse cheating. Depression does not excuse cheating. Her wanting tough sex, but not from you, does not excuse cheating. Alcohol and drugs are not an excuse for cheating. These are all just excuses. There is no excuse for cheating. Your confusion about what to do is the result of the shock of it all. Your emotions are confusing you and you're not thinking clearly. You thought this woman was the love of your life. She's not. The love of your life would not do this to you. And, it wasn't just the sex, as she is claiming. She became distant from you. She was having feelings and beginning to shift your relationship over to him. She kept your relationship a secret at her work. She obviously had plans of cheating, from the beginning, and was making sure no one knew about you, so she didn't close off any options. That's deliberate. It's planned. Knowing this, and knowing about the rough sex fetish she was not fulfilling with you, you should be looking at the rest of your relationship with her. She's obviously always had this fetish. You can be very sure that she wasn't a perfectly loyal GF, and ignoring her fetish, for the rest of your relationship, and just suddenly decided to keep you a secret, and find someone to have rough sexy with, when she took this job, the job you helped her get, which is one hell of a slap in the face, if you ask me. She's probably been cheating on you for much of your relationship. Either way you look at it, she deliberately set herself up to cheat on you, and planned it out. In light of the way you have been there for her, that makes it even worse. She cannot be trusted. Her giving you excuses for her affair, and acting as if she's just a victim of the hardships of her life, in all this, shows she is not at all remorseful. She believes, or is trying to make you believe, that her need for rough sex, yet desiring to keep you pure and not wanting to involve you in that, is a suitable justification for her infidelity. It's not. If you actually choose to try to reconcile, she will do this again, and feel justified in doing it, using this as an excuse to justify it to herself. I'd want to know about the rest of the relationship, and let her think I'd forgive her if she told me the truth. Then, once I got it, I'd leave. That's not unfair, since she's been lying to you. However, since leaving is the only option you should consider, maybe it is better to not know. Just leave. Please do not make the mistake of continuing this relationship. Definitely do not marry her, and absolutely do not even consider having kids with her, unless, of course, you want to live the rest of your life in hell. Right now, you still think of her as the same person you thought she was. She isn't. You will realize this once your head clears. You will never see her the same as you used to, ever again, after that. You will never be able to trust her. And, your relationship will never be what it was, if you choose to stay. That ship sailed the minute she cheated on you. Trust me on that. You thought she was the love of your life, but you'll find that she totally ruined that, for you, once you're thinking clearly. Get out now, while you still have some of your soul left to heal. By the way, she's not still talking to him because she feels bad about leading him on and wants to set things right. She is just continuing the affair. Even if she did have such concern for him, you should ask yourself where her concern for you was. It would seem that all roads lead to one. Thank you for this post. I don't understand how everyone's replies are talking about phones and privacy. She freaking cheated on him. She's still seeing this guy. She's completely telling you bull. There are plenty of people who've been abused and don't cheat. I'm outraged and pissed for you. Cheaters will tell you anything to try and excuse their cheating. One of the first things they do is deflect on responsibility. You need to move on, all you're losing is a cheater. Just a little more insight that she shared with me last night, it may not matter. But she basically said the sexual actions were of drownings and choking on his. Till she threw up. She wanted to be humiliated and wanted to take her own life afterwards. Skeptical, so it's just a lot to process. It's hard to have that self-esteem when all this has happened while I was caring and loving for this person with everything I got. I feel like a child with my emotions and embarrassment. An update on the processes of getting life back. Update. D-Day was about 3 weeks ago for me. I attempted to reconcile the relationship, but I just don't think it's going to work anymore. Since me finding out and me going through my emotional roller coaster, she would just tell me I need to get therapy. Why are you sad about this? I didn't do it for the reasons you think. I'm sorry I hurt you. She does not want to talk about it anymore. I thought we were going towards a good path during my second chance with her. But she has moved to Snapchat to talk to the guy. Just this Friday we were watching anime and about 11 PM she got a message on Snapchat and left to go talk to him. and got drunk and didn't come back home till 6 a.m. She's telling me nothing happened. That I need to believe her, but it doesn't matter to me anymore. She just has no awareness how her actions affect other people, and I'm just along for this sick ride. We have to tell the apartment complex if we are staying or not by the end of the month. And our lease is up at the end of May. I was hopeful we could work things out, but she's unwilling to make a choice, me or him. She thinks this guy is her best friend and he understands her. Well, you know what? Duck you. I'm done. I want to be done. But my heart keeps pulling me back from all the good times we had. How could she throw them away so easily? I have my backup plans activated. I know I do not want to live with this person going forward. She wants to start fresh and renew the lease and be friends and let things happen organically as the first time. But why should I torment myself while she is still in communication with this person? It's madness. She belittles my feelings whenever I try to talk about how her hanging out with this person still is affecting me as a person. And she just tells me to grow up. Like WTF? Anyways, I still have to live with this person till the end of May for being financially tied to this person and unable to afford the rent on my own. But I am terrified of moving past this, but I'm hopeful that getting away will make me better. I don't deserve this. Cut her off, dude. She is poison to you, and has no intention to let go of the dude. She is a bona fide cake eater. Your girl is already dead, and someone else with the same face as her is there in her place. That's my plan. AP still does not know I exist, and I really want to shatter that false reality of hers. She wants to keep her friends separate from the relationship, but it's ridiculous. We have been together for too long. Anyways, AP should know what kind of person she is. Wait until the day you move out, then send the AP a message with evidence of your relationship. He is a victim here too if she has been lying to him. Wait till you're out so she doesn't have a chance for some type of retaliation. She will spin story like he is abusive or suicidal. She wants to break up with him but can't because of his issues, and AP gives the courage to break up with him. She just has no awareness how her actions affect other people. She's aware, she just doesn't care. Don't be afraid. Yes, it will be hard, but staying would be a lot worse. This is a very common situation that lots of people go through. They all feel like you do now, but the vast majority overcome this and have great lives. You will too. Your willingness to leave shows that. Mate, you should go and enjoy life too. Grey rock her and go out, hang out with your friends, have hookups if you feel like it. Don't let OBS ruin your life. Distract yourself, go to the gym, see your family. Surround yourself with positive stuff. Treat her like a roommate that you have nothing in common with. Like she is a ghost that occupies the same space. Don't initiate any conversations. Give her zero attention and eat all your meals without her. Actions are stronger than words. Damn. Implement the 180 and start grey rocking. It's time to live as roommates until you can move away. The next couple of months will draw you down tremendously, as she clearly will continue being inappropriate while in front of you. So avoid her and start preparing yourself to leave. She blames her cheating on her trauma but takes no steps to fix that. Nope. She's broken. Instead of fixing herself, she's breaking you. Don't let her anymore. Yes, carry out your plan, be done with her. You are plan B, brother. Walk. Just go grey rock on her until you move out. No small talk. Do your own meals and laundry. Don't tell her where you're going when you go out. Don't do her any favors. Try to stay away from her in the house as much as possible, and sleep in a separate room. Be civil but cold and distant. She is using you as a wallet while sleeping with AP. Cut her off emotionally 100% now and do not renew the lease. The instant you are out, go ghost. Tell every mutual friend now what is happening and stop giving a single shit about her. You are lucky that your lease is over. You can escape in 2 months and go no contact. Let her AP move in with her. If she wanted to reconcile, she would not be disrespectful and go immediately no contact with AP. I'm very sorry this happened to you. Her not making a choice is a choice. The disrespect she is showing you is a statement of not caring. As much as it hurts, just leave, it won't get any better. Yeah man, your chick just wants to have her cake and eat it too. Let her choke on the cake if that's what she wants. I struggle with this shit too. 3 days after finding out about her emotional online affair, which was a ducking lie because you met her to duck a bunch of dudes, I texted her 3 days later to say I'm still really in shock about all this. Blew up, told me I needed to get medicated and a therapist kicked me out. Begged me to come back 4 days later, lol WTF. At least you have the self-awareness to realize it's bullshit. Good for you man. He's not her best friend, he's her cheating partner. The lies become obvious when you don't let your love blind you. You are nothing but a safe zone for her. The way you were supporting her for the last 2 years is the reason she doesn't want to leave you. She's enjoying her fantasy life with her best friend while trying to drag you along to ensure she has a backup plan. Till the time your lease is ending, start in-house separation, start sleeping in another room and do a 180. Also, keep contact to the minimum. This will help you move on easily. Once you start doing this, she'll come back crawling. However, that's not because she loves you, it's because she's about to lose her stability. She may promise to cut contact with him or change jobs, but keep this in mind, it will be because she's losing her safety net. She's no longer the woman you knew, she's someone else in her disguise. The sooner you'll leave her, the sooner you'll be able to move forward. I would tell her you're not certain where the two of you will be in a year, so you're not willing to commit to another year-long lease. Start moving your things into storage. Change all your passwords to phrases you will remember. Start going to the gym a couple hours a day to avoid her. Or go on long walks. Look for a new apartment. Sign a lease. But don't let on you are leaving her until you absolutely have to. Separate mentally for now. When you move, block her everywhere. Save all the evidence of the affair, if it is legal where you live. Record your conversations with her. When you end the relationship, she will make you the evil of the earth, will say that you were an abuser, she was a victim and she left you. That's why you need proof and tell everyone under the sun the real reasons why you leave her. Including obviously the AP. Also implement the 180 and the yellow or grey rock, basically those are the same thing, yellow rock is the nicer version of grey rock. Also do an STDs test and be careful for her trying to baby trap you. She already made her choice, my dude. And you are not it. You probably have a plan in place already in case she did not choose you. Now you know her choice. Are you going to go through with it or what? She is most likely in the affair fog, divorce papers usually wakes them up. Time for a better life without her body. She is not truthful to you and you are now plan B. Infidelity on her part is very high and you are living with a liar. Can you afford to rent an apartment in the same complex? If not, find somewhere you can afford and move beyond this. Your STBX, hopefully, is in the fog, the woman you once knew no longer exists. Get some therapy for yourself, work on your recovery and move on. Edit, you are 32, aren't married and don't have kids, run. Consider this the universe's way of removing her from your life so that you will be open to receiving the new life and love that awaits you. Edit number 2, I suggest you read this article online, The 4 M's of Infidelity, Why Cheaters Cannot Leave Their Affair Partners. This article will ring more than a few bells for you. Best of luck. Go 180 and grey rock. Act like you're just sharing a transient housing. If the place only has 1 bedroom, sleep on the couch. If you're going to make a meal for 1. If you two share laundry duties, now just your own. If she tries to talk to you, be civil but give short answers that would not open things for further conversation. If she badgers you, just leave the unit. Hang out with a friend. If you can afford a storage unit, start moving the stuff that has value to you before she gets pissed and take it out on your stuff. spend a lot of time in the gym and exhaust all your energy at the end of the day, so when you get back to your place you just clean up and sleep. Buy a sleeping bag. In case she will not let you sleep in the car. Split all living expenses now down to the last cent. Already inform your landlord that you will not renew your lease. No, you don't deserve this. It took her 6+ years to find whatever that guy is for her. She seems to have lied to both of you and she profoundly disrespected you, but you have to grow up. Maybe she is right, take a grown-up decision and leave her for good. No second thoughts. Success. Please remember that her inability to make a choice is a choice. She's showing that she wants to continue on the same path as though nothing has been disrupted and she's done nothing wrong, because she likely feels that way. By doing so there's a clear disregard for the impact she's had on both you and your relationship with her. There is no reason to trust her. No reason to try and salvage this. No one deserves to be put in this position by someone they care about. High up, you are doing it right. Dump her, she treats you like option B and you deserve to be option A of someone to be happy. You should learn about the 180, link below, and implement it. You should leave the apartment, but if you can't do it, treat her the colder you can. Sex with her should be a great no. You are lucky. Do not sign to renew the lease. Look for a place for yourself only. Wait until the deadline day to let her know. Do not waste any more time or energy on her. Invest elsewhere your time and energy. You need to tell her that she has to grow up. She has serious issues with her moral compass. And you should start hanging out with female friends so she gets the point. At this point, you are doing it to yourself. She has told you that you are number 2 in her life. At best. You will never be any better than 2. If she stays with you, it will be until she finds another number 1. Time to go North Carolina and start the healing process. You can do this. Tell her the relationship is over and she is free to do whatever she wants. As for you, start to get out and meet new people and just casually date until you find someone worth getting serious about. In the meantime, figure out the sleeping arrangements for the next month so you're not tempted to stay in the relationship or physically connected with her. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night. Wherever you are.